When do you expect to announce your endorsements? Governor, Senate?
What we've said is we're not even going to think about it until after the filing deadline.
Okay.
Because we didn't know who'd be running. And I think people thought that was a delaying tactic, but actually, if you noticed, Amanda Renteria just entered the race last week. So in fact, we were telling the truth. We didn't know, in fact, when everything shuffled out and all the cards were down, who would be included. So we're going to wait until after that.
Okay, so far, as far as people on record for impeaching now, Delane Easton and Gavin Newsom apparently are the only two governor candidates. Does that mean you're ruling out Gorgonzola and Chang?
As I said, we really haven't looked at this because we haven't hit the filing deadline, so we haven't really had to figure out what to do. And in general, we've tried to avoid D-on-D races. It's a little hard in California when you have top two and you can end up in in a state where people really believe in the Democratic Party. You can so frequently end up with two Democrats in the general.
Now, Nancy Pelosi and Dianne Feinstein being hit from critics in the Democratic Party as being too corporate, too establishment, not tough enough on Trump. Do you agree with that? And do you support challengers?
Obviously, we're people who are leading a campaign to impeach Trump. And I think in their own ways, Dianne and Nancy are working really hard for democratic principles. We believe that we're telling the most important truth in the United States, that in fact getting rid of this president would relate to every single issue in the United States, that it's an unavoidable and important truth that we need to confront as a matter of principle. And so I understand that they have their own constraints, but there's nothing that dissuades us from that. What we're doing is not necessary, important, and right.
Why are you here today? Why are you making this speech that rouses people and sounds like a stump speech? Why are you here today?
This is the California Democratic Party. I'm a California Democrat. These are the people who are working their ears off every weekend to do the exact same things that we're trying to do, which is try and restore our state and our country to a path of justice and prosperity. So for the sheer pleasure of being around them, I'd come. But it's also important for us all to get together and share our values and talk about how we can do this better. So I think missing this would be a huge mistake, to be honest, both from a fun and from a productivity standpoint.
Have you ruled out a run for president in 2020 or beyond? Have you ruled that out, or are you still open-minded?
I think if you look, it's February of 2018. The Democratic Party does not control any of the major branches of government in Washington, D.C. The idea that people are looking past November of 2018 seems to me to be a disservice to the rest of us. Because the fact of the matter is, if we don't do well in November of 2018, I don't know where we are. We're actually trying to impeach the elected president of the United States because we believe we're in a huge crisis. I don't know what happens over the next 3 years. We're focused on the next 8 months, really, November 6, 2018. You can't tell me where we're going to be on November 7th, and I can't tell you. But I can tell you that the dispersion about those outcomes, we go somewhere from manageable but bad to horrendous. So anyone who's looking past that and is willing to take on horrendous because they're trying to figure out something 3 years from now, I say should focus on November 6, 2018.
If the House and Senate were to flip in November, would you then start entertaining forming a committee exploring the possibility?
Let me ask you this.
Right.
If St. Peter were to give you a provisional entry into heaven, would you think that you'd start taking which part of heaven you'd like to have your rest in? No, we can't assume that. I think asking that question assumes that. We can't assume that. We did that in 2016, and look where we are. All the people who were measuring the carpet in their West Wing office weren't out on the stump, weren't going door to door, weren't at the CDP convention, weren't doing all the things we have to do in order to win. So it's really, we can't do that.
Are you going to have any money left after the 2018?
That's a hell of a good question. I try not to face that.
You're putting a lot of money into voter registration and into some candidates. But what is next gen's path going forward?
We can't say what we're going to do after November 6th because we don't know where we'll be. If you'd asked me in 2016, I would have said we will be the loyal opposition to the Clinton administration. That's what we're doing on November 9th. I'm never saying something that stupid again. You can ask me 100 times. We're just focused on November 6th.
Okay.